Hello again. Uh, this is Scott Rock. You can call me Rand. Not sure what to do here tonight. It's a Saturday night. Here alone. Um, Last night, my brother took a little turn for the worse there, and we had to take him. We had to take him to the hospital. But he's doing okay. As far as I know, here today, my sister's at the hospital with him there. 12 o'clock last night. We had to take him to the hospital right away there. So that's what we did. So he seems okay. Funny, after just saying he was doing really well there. Yeah. That just goes to show how quick things can go. From happy to sad. I don't know why I'm doing these videos. I really don't. I mean, I'm not getting any likes. I'm not getting, 1, 2 views maybe, but it just seems like it's an alright place for me to talk, I guess. I was going to do stuff about survival on there too, because I've got a bunch of survival stuff here like that, because I like that too. I like doing my survival stuff, and that's kind of what I like doing. And I like doing that too. Yeah, camping. It's called woodcraft and bushcraft and survival. I've got a lot of stuff here, just off the bat here. I can reach for it's a really good thing to have, because sometimes the phones and that are not reliable. It's a Baofeng. It's a 7 watt, so I can get maybe a 10. Well, if you go by kilometers, maybe a 12-kilometer radius, and I could talk to other people with ham radios. Yeah, as you can see, it's hard to do. As you can see, it's got a nice little antenna on it. But it's a good thing if the phones go down, your cell phones. You can talk to a lot of truckers. The truckers carry CB radios, but they're VHF like this. But you can contact them. And believe it or not, truckers are a good way to, travel to get information out there, or to get information in. But as you can see, it's a sit-in charger with a basic USB charger into the wall. And yeah, these are the type of things I have a lot of. I recommend the 7 watt because you can get them in 5 watt too, but 5 watt it's gonna pull back the kilometer range, and also you can dial in your own channels. You can go online and get the if you're in Canada, which is where I am, you can get the LADs, LAD channels, forestry channels. You can get all those, and you just program them into the phone, and Yeah, it's a handy little thing. I mean, it has a light on it and all that if you need to see in the dark. But it has AM, FM, short range, long range. So it's a pretty neat little thing. Just a simple thing like that could keep you in contact with people, right? That's the thing. That's the thing. So it's Baofeng. Yep. And the price range, I think it was $110. But just for the safety of having something that you can contact the outside world, I mean, it's worth it, I think. Especially now, today's day and age. I mean, with everything that's going on here, I mean, you have to be careful. You have to be ready, prepared. So yeah, that's the type of stuff I was going to do with this channel too. But I don't know. It's just you know, I get lost in some things sometimes. So I noticed on my when I looked at my YouTube channel, I was pretty quiet there. It seemed to be pretty quiet anyway. My voice as I was talking. But yeah, I like that type of stuff too. I mean, it's pretty intriguing. Not only that, but it's like I said, it's a good thing to know. It's a good thing to have how to know how to light a fire without matches, and you know how to make fresh water from dirty water without any pills or any filters, because you can make your own filters out of charcoal, sand, rock. You know, in a bag, basically. It can be made, or through a 2-liter Pepsi bottle, this type of thing. And then I got a bunch of other, I got maps and knives, and winter gear, tents, survival tents, wood stoves. This is all in my room here. Plus I got guitar. I got all different types of guitars, amps, pedals. I also use Reaper. It's a plug for Reaper there. I use Reaper for my recordings. I do recordings, you know, and stuff like that. Oh, what was that? What happened there? Big old rush. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what that was. Huh. Weird. Like I look at a lot of YouTube channels. I like certain ones. I like the ghost ones and the alien ones, and also like the documentary ones about dangerous roads, this type of thing. Yeah. So I'm going to tell a story here. A story that happened to me about 2 years ago. And just a second here, phone's ringing. Ah, there you go. Sorry about that, phone rang. Yeah, well, I'm just going to keep doing videos. I'm going to do a half an hour video every second day if I can, or until something catches on here, because I think people need to talk to people. I mean, especially with all this computers now, I mean, AI and all this stuff. And all we do is scroll. We flick and we scroll. We flick and we scroll. And, that's kind of like why I like YouTube, because you can talk. You can show things. You can play music. I mean, I couldn't. You know, 30 years ago, when I was like playing in bars and stuff like that, I would have never imagined I could do this. Sit here and play in front of millions of people if people watched. But so it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to keep putting videos out. I don't care. I mean, I'm new at this. I mean, I'm brand new. I'm not even sure how to do editing yet. But I'm learning as I go. If anybody has any ideas, ways to teach me, or apps or something I could use for editing or for to um, help me, that would be great. But I was going to tell a story. About 2 years ago, I was working for a trucking company. I'm a class 1 driver, and I was doing that for about 12 years, I guess. And so I'm pretty good. I never had any accidents, never anything like that. Um, any recordable accidents, let's put it that way. And I was with a company, and well, the story is we were going to do a job, and I was hauling gravel, and I got up and down out of so many trucks that had so many deficiencies that I had each time I got into a truck to do a pre trip, I had to mark it as unserviceable. Uh, I couldn't drive it because there was an issue with it. So at about the fifth time that I got hurt, at the fifth time of the truck getting in and out of trucks, different trucks, about the third or fourth or fifth truck, I can't remember. I was climbing down out of the truck, and the yard was icy. Now I told the head people that you need to put some gravel on this ice before somebody falls, like a week before or something like that. I mean, and they didn't. I mean, it was ridiculous. We were trying. I was trying to, because after I'd find a deficiency, I'd go to drive the truck into the garage to be fixed, and I'd have to start off in the road because there was a little incline there before the gate of the door, before the huge truck door. To go into the garage, you had to run at it so you could get up the ice. I mean, you had to hit 15 kilometers an hour to get into the door. I mean, this is how ridiculous it was, right? But that's another story. So at the very end of the last truck, I was getting out, and I fell. Well, I didn't fall. I stepped from my left foot and then my right foot, and then 2 feet on the last step. And when I stepped down onto the ice, I fell, and I grabbed the hold of the handbar on the side of the truck, and my leg went under, and I blew my back out. Uh, it was brutal. It was brutal. The pain was brutal. I mean, ridiculous pain. You know. So of course I had to go through WCB and all this stuff, and I went through a lot. Surgeries, needles. Um, they ended up grinding away a bit of my disc and moving my nerve over out of the way on my back. And I'm still not 100%. I'm about 60%. That was a long road. There was a year there where I didn't get out. We had a Lazy Boy. We bought a Lazy Boy, and I was stretched out in that Lazy Boy for so long. The Lazy Boy broke. That's the truth. I couldn't move. I couldn't move. When I did move, the pain down my back and down my leg, it was excruciating. Pills and everything like that. Um, yeah, it was it was a large thing on my life, on my wife too, and on my life. I mean, I was useless. There was no more camping. There was no more quadding. There was no more doing anything. You know, just getting up and doing the dishes. I couldn't. And the first year was brutal. Terry was damn it. The wife was great. Um, I didn't want to mention her name. She was great. Second year. I guess it drew on her. Drew on me too. Made me angry. Made me lazy. Made me feel worthless. Uh, Made me feel worthless, made me feel weak. Um, it was really hard because, I was used to out working 18 hours a day, 80, 90 hours a week, and I came home 24 hours a day, useless. I know it sounds like I'm whining, but that's not what I'm doing here. I'm just explaining the story of unfortunate incidences. I I grew old pretty quick there. Uh, I grew introverted. Yeah, and I don't think I don't think my wife could handle it. It's, I don't know because it's come to the point now about my wife. I don't even know her anymore. I don't even know who she is. I don't even know what. I mean, she's a totally different person, right? It was a big factor, I think, maybe, or maybe she was like this the whole time. I don't know. Like I said, 20 years, 13 of them married. Maybe she was like it the whole time. I mean, there's stuff like it's hard when you become less, and in your mind you're less, but you're trying to stay positive, and everything is ruined because because maybe your maybe your partner's a narcissist or something. I don't know. Maybe, but I would be gaslighted, hurt, constantly trying to compromise. Maybe she was too. I don't know because she never talked to me. She never really came out with her feelings. So I don't know. But I think it had to do with the issues of, like I said before, abandonment and growing up with alcoholic parents and not knowing how to really show myself. Which I'm sure there's lots of people out there. I mean, there must be. I mean, it have to be. But I'm just trying to be honest here. I'm trying to make a channel that's honest, one that's not talking political or not talking, orbs or anything like that. Just a person talking about their life and the struggles that I'm sure that they go through, that other people go through, that I go through. So, yeah. So I ended up having surgery in January past. Yeah, I recovered. Well, as much as I can recover. That's what I mean. I can't even shovel. I can't even go out and shovel. It's just ridiculous, right? It's just ridiculous. 20 years, I brutally beat my body for a home, for a life, and everything was ripped out from under my feet. All because of I don't know, ill will. I don't know. Because when I see stuff happening, I would react, right? Like you have to be truthful. You have to come to the truth. Yeah, no, I don't want to do this no more. Yeah, you can't do that. No, what do you want to act like that? You know how that makes me feel? Do you know what I mean? Like, so then you get put down and saying you're crazy. I mean, you're controlling. You're crazy. When no, we're married. We took vows. There's stuff. I still find myself sometimes playing with my finger, where the ring was. I still find myself like that sometimes. Sometimes still say we. Like in this town is a small town that I'm in. It's only like maybe 12,000 people. So like you hear everything, right? You hear everything. I mean, I'm just sitting home all the time. You hear everything, right? So when I get better here, and when I get, I'm going to be going to school here. I'm going to be restudying, reimagining myself here. And when I do, there's one or two things going to happen. I'm going to either meet someone new here, which I doubt, or just move, just get away. I mean, I don't even know how to go ahead with a divorce here. I mean, like, I don't talk to her, so do I fall soul, or you know, there's stuff that's gone on here that's sinful. That's it. That's adulterous, right? Like so, I. It's probably things that can't be proved or something. I don't know. It's just, you know how the ring around goes. It just goes around and around, right? I don't even, I, I don't even be out around it. I'm done. You know. I've been here by myself for 2, 3 months. Just me and the Lord God. Me and the Lord God. Nobody helped me. Nobody picked me back up off my knees when I crumbled. When I just crumbled through the shock of being abandoned, left alone. Nobody. The only person was my brother, and over the last 2 or 3 weeks, my sister and I, which we never really talked for so long, only because of my brother Rod, did we? But nobody's seen how I acted by myself, trying to put my brain and my heart back together. Nobody's seen that. Nobody's seen that. Meanwhile, other people I know, they were out having fun. Like they did this. See ya. Had better grass or something. Had greener grass on the other side there. But karma's a wild thing. Karma's a wild thing. I wish I hadn't mentioned her name. It's just a waste. It's just a waste for me to find out the way I am, the way to find that, and I found out the way she is. 21 years, going on 21 years. When did this happen? The year after. Oh, that's right. It kinda did. I was a fool. That was how they put it, a simp. That's what it was. I was a simp. I kept believing in something that wasn't there. It'd be there for a little bit and then it would be gone again. It'd be there again, gone again. There again, gone again. Truthfully. Must be the Irish in me, because I find it hard letting stuff go. Yeah. So, just another story of the last 2 years of my life here. I got lots of stories I got stuff written down here. Of all the major points of stories. That's only one page. I've been kind of lucky in my life. I've got a lot of stories. I mean, maybe that's why I'm on here, so I can write out points and put, I don't know, put a category to it. Like for this one, don't worry about me. I'm okay. Don't worry about me. Not very many people do so. I I always pull. I always come back. I always come back. Always, 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 always. It's the type of thing where you get a little older here now, and I'm like, well, there's more behind me than ahead of me. So I'm used to it. The things you say to yourself. Oh, bloody phone again. Hold on, guys. I thought I paused this. No, I don't know. Anyway. Well, not sure what song to do. Maybe I'll try. I'll try Neil Young one. This is Unknown Legend. She used to work in a diner. I never saw the woman look finer. I used to order just to watch her float across the floor. She grew up in a small town, never put her roots down, and Daddy always kept moving, so she did too. And somewhere on a desert highway, she rides a Harley Davidson, her long blonde hair flying in the wind. And she's been running half her life, the chrome and steel she rides, colliding with the very air she breathes, the air she breathes. Oh, you know it ain't easy. You got to hold on. She was an unknown legend in her time, but now she's dressing to kill. She's looking for the magic kiss. She gets the faraway look in her eye. Somewhere on the desert highway, she rides the Harley Davidson, her long blonde hair flying in the wind. And she's been running half her life, the chrome and steel she rides, colliding with the very air she breathes, the air she breathes. So, praise God, praise Jesus. Like and subscribe, please. I hope my words can help some people. Don't quit. Don't quit. Keep going. Let the light shine and the divine around you. It's there. Believe you me. And you guys, I'll cut my finger. You guys are great.